I went into Pikmin 4 thinking it was going to be the Smash Ultimate of Pikmin. Everyone is here, and although most things made it back in, there's some things that are just missing. Pikmin 4 has a whopping 125 creatures in its Piclopedia, and of those 125 creatures, 74 have returned from previous games, but some got left in the dust, 36 to be exact. Today I'm going to talk about 5 enemies I would have liked to see return in Pikmin 4. Now all hope isn't completely lost because I'm sure Miyamoto has some sort of DLC planned for the future, and Nintendo may reintroduce some old and beloved enemies, but as of right now, they're not in the game. So let's get on to the list. Coming in at our number 5 spot, we have the Pileated Snagit. For some reason, a lot of people don't like this guy. I've heard some people say he's too difficult to fight and eats too many Pikmin at once, but that's the fun part. It's supposed to be a higher tiered boss, and I love the inclusion of a more brutal version of the burrowing Snagit. Of the main Pikmin families, I think the Snagit's got the short end of the stick in Pikmin 4. We got so many new Blowhogs, new Grub Dogs, new Dweevils, but for the Snagits, all we got was a baby. Now I love this little guy, but I don't think it's enough. I hope Nintendo eventually brings justice to the Snagits, because in my opinion, their breed's always been underutilized. In 4th place, we have another Pikmin 2 enemy, the Antenna Beetle. Seeing this thing for the first time and not knowing what it was scary, but it had a certain unorthodox vibe to it that no other Pikmin has ever matched. The sound it makes was so eerie, and seeing your treasure gauge go haywire was unsettling too. I think if they were to include this guy in Pikmin 4, he wouldn't just mess with our treasure gauge, but Ochi too. Since dogs are known to have a higher decibel range, maybe Ochi would be paralyzed because the high-pitched sound is too unsettling for him. Once we kill the Antenna Beetle, Ochi will wake up and act normal again. In 3rd place, we have the Calcified Crush. This guy. We have this guy. I don't know what it is about this creature, but I love it. It just looks so alien. This creature is literally a spiky glass ball with abnormally long legs. In Pikmin 4, rock Pikmin have no enemies where you need them. Yes, Scutterchucks exist, but they can be taken out easily without rocks. Reintroducing the Calcified Crush Splat will give rock Pikmin the enemy they deserve. Coming down to our number 2 spot is the Kwai Goldmire Clops. Now I know this enemy doesn't really fit the vibe of Pikmin 4, but its sheer size gives it such a menacing presence. When I think of a Pikmin 4 boss, I think of this guy. With a small redesign, I think he'd fit perfectly in the large body of water at the back of the serene shores. It's a shame none of the Pikmin 3 bosses made their return in Pikmin 4, but I have to admit, they do give off their own vibe and fit well into their native game. If they returned in Pikmin 4, they just feel out of place. Before we get to our number 1 spot, I want to talk about some creatures that didn't quite make the list. First, we got the Beady Longlegs. Now, he's kind of in the game as Baldy Longlegs, but it's not Beady, which is a shame because other than Pikmin 4, Beady's appeared in every other Pikmin game. Second off, we got the Bulbmin. Now I think every Pikmin fan on Earth wanted to see these guys return, and we kinda got them in the form of Glow Pikmin, but it just isn't the same. The only reason I didn't want to include them on the list was because I wouldn't be ranking the enemy, I'd be ranking the actual Bulbmin themselves, and that just didn't feel right. But for our number 1 spot, the enemy that actually got me upset when I found out he wasn't returning, my favorite and least favorite enemy of all time, the Gatling Groin. God, I have so many mixed feelings about this guy. The Gatling Groin is severely overpowered. He shoots explosives that'll kill anything in his path and has a fat shield in front of his face, so you need to attack him from behind. And if you think that's not enough, after you kill it, if you leave it dormant for too long, it'll regenerate and come back to life to haunt you. I had so many terrifying yet fun experiences with this enemy back in Pikmin 2, it's a shame he didn't return in Pikmin 4. But maybe it's for the better, because I feel like they would have nerfed him to the ground like a certain someone. And that's my list of the top 5 enemies I wish returned in Pikmin 4. I'm confident we'll get some sort of DLC sooner or later, and these forgotten enemies could possibly make their triumphant comeback. Of the 36 enemies left behind in the previous games, let me know which ones you'd like to see return. I look forward to reading your list in the comments. Also, I got some big things coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.